let's talk about that work environment. In the age of the internet and multiple coffee breaks, it's very, very easy for us to get incredibly distracted, and by the time you look at the clock, the day is gone and you haven't done your to-do list for the day. Is there a way for us to cut out distractions this year?
This year?
Well, looking
in particular,
looking towards our 2015 career goals.
For sure there are. I think the workplace has changed enormously, and there is big disparity between the different generation groups. So while the sort of Y generation now are very much wired, they're called the native wired, in that everything's about connection and virtual space. And those generations who perhaps are managing them sometimes struggle with that. But removing distractions like social media, in fact, can be a bit of a distraction in itself, and a bigger distraction. So it's about monitoring. And as with most things, it's about being aware. What is relevant? What is working here? Am I able to get through my work while attending to this constant stream of social media, or do I need to limit it? And from a practical point of view, there are apps out there like Freedom or Self-Control that actually stop the feeds completely. But it's also other things. It's about meetings, are they really relevant, and all those things we really know about, doing your emails later once the work's been done. But possibly the distractions that we're not entirely aware of are our own distractions. What is our feeling about our job satisfaction in the workplace? Are we really doing what we want to do? If you're inspired by what you're doing, you're going to get on and do the work, whether there are a whole host of distractions or not. Those distractions also can come up in terms of problems with your colleagues, or feeling that you're not advancing in your position, and then take note of that and really work with that, and see what you can do to make those shifts and changes, for sure.
What do you say to the person who says to you, Anne, I just can't bear to do the job that I'm doing for another year. It's something that I don't enjoy and something that gives me absolutely no fulfillment. What is your advice to that person?
Okay. Yes, and that happens often towards the end of the year. And for me, my work is very holistic, in that one's got to look at all the variables that could be at play. Now, there could well be so many things going wrong at work, not enjoying it, just hating the environment and feeling like you're not going anywhere. That are the dominant features. However, sometimes, because we spend so much time in the workplace, there could be hidden agendas, and people feel that the work is to blame. Meanwhile, it could be something else of a more personal nature that's actually causing the blockages and stopping the progress. And these sorts of things could be baggage, unfinished business from the past, or stuff that they know they should be doing and they're just not taking heed of. Often you find that there's certain behaviors that become evident, in that you might be avoiding a certain issue, so rather than tackling it, you'll play just one more game, or you'll just check one more Twitter feed, or you'll do something else, and maybe you'll be working longer hours to avoid dealing with something at home. And so once again, a great awareness of what's happening, what behaviors are typical, what's normal. And a word I really love is responsibility. And if you break that up into the ability to respond and take action, well, then there's always the opportunity for progress and moving out of a place that's stuck. However, if all the boxes are not ticked and you hate the job, the remuneration's not good, there's nothing to keep you on there, you don't like the work, well, then it's time to really look up and see what's out there, but not to jump into something else. It's really about doing that soul search, getting the help that you need, possibly through a career person who can guide you in terms of what other options are out there. What is it that you really want to do? What is it that makes you tick? And where is it that you can find your particular niche? As I believe that most people have, there is something for everyone out there. It's about digging deep in terms of what it is uniquely about you that you can add to whatever you're going to do. Not that you're going to be the best at it. There will always be people who do things better than us, always be people who don't do things as well as us. But it's about attracting work because of who we are. And I love a quote by somebody called Joseph Campbell, who talks about the privilege of a lifetime as being who you are.